Let me just take that volume down. Yeah, okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome again to K Podcast. So today we have like an interesting topic. There is this girl that is going, trendy on TikTok because of her situation. Now, this is the thing. Before we jump into this, I'm gonna say this. I would not advise any girl. Let me say this again. Any lady out there to move in with any man that you are not married to. If you are not married to him, you do not do the moving thing. You do not move. As long as you know, as long as everybody knows, you are still single. Some people be acting as if they are the wives of their boyfriends. They be out here making a lot of noise as if they are already married. Girl, you are still single. He knows that. You are still single, and he knows that. You are the one you thinking that because let me tell you this. This is the thing. Men hold the power of, proposing to a woman that they are in a relationship with. They hold that power. Unless it's a woman that doesn't want to be married. But men hold in total control marriage. And if you're in relationship with a man, he owes you to actually propose. If he sits down on his behind and does not propose to you, let me say this again. He does not see you as somebody he wants to spend the rest of his life with. He does not want to validate you. Let me just finish that. He doesn't see you as his wife. He doesn't see you as his future wife. So the sooner some women, especially some pygmies, understand like this girl's situation is a good lesson for a lot of women out here that are playing housewives without actually being housewives, and also playing the wife position without actually being the actual wife, never married. When you have never been married and you've been in a relationship, let me tell you ladies something. If he doesn't propose around one year, let's just say 1 year, normally 8 months. After 6 months, you don't know each other. He knows everything at this point. 6 months, 8 months, he knows everything. So let's give it the grace and say after a year or 8 months, maximum after a year of knowing each other, he does not propose, he is not serious. Let me say it again for the people in the back. He is not serious. He does not see you as his future wife. He does not. Like, I've seen women being in a relationship for 15 years acting the wife part without being the wife. And at the end of the day, if he wants to live for another woman, girl, you ain't even gonna get divorced. Like nowadays, I understand in some part of Europe, they're making it that if you're gonna leave your partner for a long time, you're gonna have to pay. That is just coming up now in some part of Europe. But this is the thing. In many part of the world, they do not see it. So this girl done spend 7 years of her life with this man, moved from the city that she was before, left her friends and family, and then moved to this man. Spent 7 years being a housewife without actually being a housewife, and then he left her. So you know what? Without further ado, let's bring up this lady. I feel sorry for her, but her position, the position that she is in right now, is a lesson to be learned by other women. Other women should be looking at her. Other single women that are not married but living with a man should be looking at her and her situation and learning from it. So let me bring her up here.
Until I moved across the fucking country.
Hold on, lady.
He decided to wait until we'd been together 7 years, until I moved across the fucking country, left all my friends, my bands behind to support his ass.
Did you hear the last word she said? She said to support his ass. They always be needy, ain't they? They be needy, but when you need something, they're not gonna be there. This is the thing also. I've had a lot of professional women that are looking for jobs. They're trying to look for a job, especially when they start a new relationship. You hear, oh, I'm trying to look for a job where it's close to him, but I got a good job in the other city. But the thing is, I want to be close to him. You are not married to him. See, if you were his wife, he's married to you legally. I would understand if you want to move over where your husband is, you want to stay with your husband. But if you're not married to any these guys, ladies, if you're not married to them, move. If you find a job somewhere that pays well, I want you to move to that city. If he does not put a ring on that finger, like I've had a girl actually come up on TikTok actually talking about she was about to move to, is it Finland? She found a job and a boyfriend, because they both live in US. The boyfriend decided that was the time he wants to engage her. I told her he wants to engage you now that you got a job in Finland, a good paying job in Finland. And she said yes. I'm like, move. That's a red flag. He's gonna keep you engaged for everlasting time. Like you're gonna be engaged for a long time. You're gonna be engaged for a long time. And she was like, you know what, I'm gonna give him time. You know what, I'm gonna look for a job over here. Although it doesn't pay well, I'm gonna look for a job back home. What did she do? She looked for a job back home. 5 years later, she's still engaged. Until the guy had enough and left her. So you did not get the opportunity to work in Finland. You lost that opportunity, and now you've lost this guy too. Ladies, learn from your mistake. There is a lot of women making mistakes out here that when I see other women making that same mistake, I'm like, didn't you learn from the others? We're gonna hear from this content creator because she had a very brilliant, commentary about this topic.
Hmm. Now, of course, I have to start this off by saying no hate, no shade to that creator. But I love when I just see real life examples of what I'll be talking about on my podcast, and y'all be in the comments acting like I'm the crazy one. Because when I say stuff like, you're single till you're married, ain't no ring on my finger, I can do whatever I want, y'all be in the comments like, well, how you supposed to be chose to be a wife if you don't act like a wife, while you're dating? That's y'all problems now. Y'all be too busy trying to center your lives around men. You pick up and move across the country, have his kids, wipe his ass, cook his food, clean his house for him, hoping, praying, chosen. Oh, I want to be a wife so bad.
Yeah, that is the desperation. Is the desperation that be killing me. I'm not even gonna lie. It's the desperation that be killing me. They be literally acting as if they're the housewife. They're married already, and I'll be looking at these girls. I'll be like, "Girl, you're not supposed to be doing all of this. You're supposed to stay in your house. I mean, stay in your own home until he is serious enough to put a ring on that finger. Do not move. Like you are still until he takes you to the altar and you both tie that knot. You are a single woman. Doing a wife duties is not gonna help you. If he doesn't want to marry you, he ain't gonna marry you. If he does not want to marry you, he ain't gonna marry you.
So bad. And then 7 years later, 10 years later, he leave you and you got shit to show for it. Because you was trying so hard to be chose. That's y'all problems now. I'm telling y'all, you're single until you married, act like it.
No, they're gonna tell you, but how would you know how to be a perfect wife if you don't stay with him? If you don't learn how to be a wife, how can he knows? Now, I've had a girl literally talk this nonsense, talking about how can he know you are the kind of woman he wants to marry if you don't live with him and show him that you are that kind of woman that he is looking for. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Let me I'm like, see, he's gonna do what he wanna do regardless. You could cook him a buffet. You could cook the whole world. If he doesn't want you, he's not gonna be there. If he doesn't see you as a wife, he's not gonna change his mind. He's not gonna change his mind and then all of a sudden marry you. It's not gonna happen. Now we're gonna go into this other video over here because yeah, I always bring other videos so that we can talk about this whole issue over here. I know I've been, drenched in Love Island lately. that I've literally forgotten about my other content. But I'm gonna be doing Love Island and this content, my normal content as usual, just because for the fun of it. Now let's go to the next one over here.
And women are a patriarchy and religion use purity culture to keep women in a stranglehold. And women are a lot of the times the ones that are helping to reinforce purity culture. So this message.
And you know what? I'm just gonna pause her right there. She's absolutely right. I've seen women reinforcing it. I've seen it. Like you will see your own fellow woman being a traitor to other women. Like, yeah, you're supposed to do it the way he said it. Yeah, you're supposed. I'm like, see, this is exactly why I be telling ladies: if you find a girl or a lady or a woman that is boy crazy and think that everything men say is supposed to go that way, you're supposed to do it. I'm gonna tell you this: leave that person. Leave that boy crazy or man crazy person. Leave them alone because they're gonna drag you into whatever mess they're gonna be in.
Times the ones that are helping to reinforce purity culture. So this message from Sydney Noir says there are women out here who feel like because they followed the rules and behaved the way women are supposed to, that they're owed the things they want. And
Girl, did not tell you guys about the girl from TikTok. I wish I had that video right here because I was looking for that video. Like this girl came out and literally, there was a adult content creator that was promoting her, her and a boyfriend doing it on OnlyFans. So she was like, "Oh, later on today, me and my boyfriend is gonna be on OnlyFans." This other content creator saw this, got bitter as hell, like bitter. Her whole soul was bitter. And I'm like, if you are that angry, you shouldn't have literally made a post about that issue. Just close your mouth. And then she went online and said, no disrespect to the, adult content creator lady. And then decided to actually really disrespect her by talking about her profession and said, I can't believe she's doing this kind of profession and yet she has a man by her side. But I have only had one boyfriend and I've not, if you see, she was giving us her resume on TikTok. She was like, I've only dated one guy my whole life. I've never been arrested. I've never been charged with anything. I've been laying low. I've never had any case. I know how to cook and clean and all of that. And yet I'm still alone. But this lady over here doing another content has a boyfriend. And you should have seen the commentary section. They ate her up. They're like, who asked you to do all of that? Who told you to have only one boyfriend for the whole of your life since because she's single now? The only guy you've only dated. Nobody told you that. You wanted to please men. You wanted to lay low and think you were gonna be picked. This is the thing with pick me's. You wanna be picked, you're gonna follow their rules, and most of the time they ain't even gonna be looking at you. They're not even gonna be looking at you. You are not even gonna exist to them.
when they don't get it, but they see other women who exist outside of those rules, they get what they want. They're resentful. And this
Yep.
is so on point. I love this comment. And it goes with this other comment that I got like last week. Let me show you that before I go into my analysis. This comment was under one of my posts that was dispelling myths around being a single mom. And so this woman says, I was a single mother. My kids have never been to jail and they're in their 30s. Granted, I wasn't out here being lascivious or dressing like a loose woman, and I'm still single all these years later. Because I am a Christian and read the Bible for years, I didn't lower myself by allowing a bunch of loser men running in and out. I refused my ex husband back. A cheater's a cheater. No point in sticking around even after 15 years with the person.
Okay, what's the point of her giving us all this resume? The lady that wrote this, anyways, she's giving us, I have kids. My kids have never been in prison. Okay. I have been alone. Okay. What is the point? I hope we get to the point of all of this because I can't read it. I have to make my screen bigger later. So let's continue this.
So, this woman, despite being a good Christian and reading her Bible and
Mm-hmm.
not dressing like these loose and lascivious women of the night, she was still treated like rubbish.
Man, they're gonna learn. So many women are out here gonna learn. They're gonna learn being a pygmy, following the rules that men create. Because this is the thing: the goalposts keep shifting. They keep moving the goalposts. If you notice, men have been moving the goalposts for a long time. If you do this, they're gonna move it. So the best thing: live your life. Try to be happy. Try to make yourself happy.
Her husband still cheated. So despite thinking that she was above these women that she looked down on, she was still treated the exact same. And that's where
No, girl, I wouldn't say she was treated the exact same. I'd say she was treated worse because she's still single. With all that, I'm a Christian and putting herself almighty up there, thinking that every other woman that does that, oh, is less than her. Lady, please get a life. And secondly, I don't understand the mentality of women that think like that. I really don't.
purity culture goes wrong because women are still treated the same way because it's not our problem. No matter how we act, that doesn't do anything for how they are treating us. That's a them problem. We could dress as pure as the undriven snow. We can be a lamb. We can sit up there and make them chicken every day. We can serve them their sandwich at 3 a.m. It doesn't do anything if they are not willing to be better people. Purity culture does not help us. And then you have this person. She says purity culture is beyond toxic. One of the biggest issues, young women who are SA'd but can't talk about it because they will be treated as defiled or broken. And this is true because women are supposed to behave a certain way. And what was she doing to become defiled? How was she presenting herself? Victim blaming goes hand in hand with purity culture, and women are a lot of the times the upholders. Women in our internalized misogyny of acting better in this whole group oppression thing. Some of us want to take ourselves up a little bit higher.
Not even a little bit higher. They want to show the man that they're the special one. Oh, look at me. I'm siding with you. I'm siding you against the women like me. I'm siding with you, and whatever you say is good. Look at me, I'm the good one. And most of the time, them good ones be getting, they be paying the real price. They be paying the full price. Because since you want to make yourself a carpet, a mat, why wouldn't he walk all over you? You think you're better than every other woman? No, you're not. You are his foot mat most of the time.
Just so we're not like them over there. And this is something that we need to continue to talk about. So I want y'all to jump in the comments and like, comment, share. Tell me what you think.
You guys, you can go to her TikTok. She always literally have like stories that are very, very interesting. Now we're gonna go over here to hear what this other lady, her own contribution to this particular topic, she has to say.
Their anger at the wrong place.
Wait.
Are women out here who feel like because they followed the rules and behaved,
They're angry, but they're directing their anger at the wrong place.
Yeah, because they think the other women that are not following the rules are the reason why the men that they want are not responding well to them. Like, I wish I could catch a woman like that. I wish I could catch a lady like that close to me. The way I would cuss you out. You're losing, and then with all this rule that they set up for you, you don't follow all the rules. I still didn't get picked. I still get dumped. I still get left over. But you want to be mad at the women that didn't give a F about the rules that this man set because they have this man on their side. Like, girl, if you don't get a life.
Patriarchy promised them that if they behaved, if they weren't slutty, if they dressed modestly, if they prayed, if they did X, Y, and Z, that they would be treated well, that they would have a good husband or a boyfriend or a life that is worthy, treated well, that they would have a good husband or a boyfriend or a life that is worthy of them, a partner that is worthy of them. And when they see women that they deem as less worthy, by the rules of patriarchy. Women that aren't virgins, women that have an OnlyFans page, women that post pictures of themselves on Instagram, that
I'm gonna say this: they mostly hate women on Instagram. I've seen many of these righteous, self-righteous women be hating on women that do, night walks, adult content, like literally Instagram models. They be sitting down like this, investing their time on hating women like that. And I'm always like, see, if you're gonna be sitting down hating somebody because you didn't get a man, lady, you do not have a place close to me. Like, go over there, go far, far away from me. I don't like having that kind of toxic energy. And those kind of people, let me tell you something. If you have a friend like that, she's gonna sacrifice you. If a man acts have to sacrifice your behind is gonna be sacrificed, and she gladly do it with a smile on her face too.
had a lot of partners, they think, why does that insert slur for that kind of person have what I should have? I'm entitled to that because I followed all the rules. And this reaction against people like us who didn't follow the rules and still have a nice life and still get stuff, it's based in anger. They're angry and they're hurt because they were made a promise and now they're realizing that, oh my God, it was all bullshit. It was all a lie. And it's going to take these women a while, if they ever get here. It's going to take these women a while to realize who they really should be angry with. In the meantime,
I don't think they are ever gonna get there. I think even if they get there, they know that they can't put that anger towards the men that they want, because they've already gone this far. And even though they know the truth and they know who the anger is supposed to go towards, they are not. They're just gonna continue. Many of them are just gonna continue with all of this.
they're going to level all kinds of insults at, the polyamorous girl who was not at all pure in her 20s and 30s, who has a very lovely life and a very lovely partner who treats her beyond great. They're going to direct the anger at us. So in the meantime, we're just going to have to, bear through it, call them out when we can, and just hope that they get to a place of peace and then they realize who the real enemy is.
I don't think they're ever gonna realize who the real enemy is, because to them, they're gonna fight until they leave this earth. I'm just saying, to them, they're gonna fight until they leave this earth. I'm just saying, because I've seen many of those, and I'm sorry if anybody would come around me and start talking ish about my life. Oh my God, but you were in purity, girl. I would have a problem with you. Like, I wouldn't mind if you're single or if you're miserable. In fact, I make sure I confront you and make sure that you never try that ish anymore. Like, ladies, do not allow these kind of women come over and try to insult you with their purity this and purity that. If they do, confront them immediately, so that put them in their place. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna say this: do not forget to press the like button, people, and subscribe. Do not forget to let me know what you ladies, everyone, think about this particular video. Now, for me, I think Pygmy is about to learn. A lot of women are about to learn out here real fast. Now, do not forget to press the like button, subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.